Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan, Tammy Turns Pages, and I'm so glad that you are here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. Today we are actually going to go through my fall TBR. I recently posted my August wrap-up, and in that video I said that I was going to be doing something different for the next couple months and not doing a TBR jar. This is the something different that I was talking about. I will be just focusing my energy on all the fall books that I just want to consume and want to read, plus some that I have to read because they're arcs. But yeah, grab yourself some tea. Full transparency, there's not tea in here because it's still really hot out. So there's just like a little bit of sparkling water in here. But grab yourself some tea or some sparkling water or some wine, whatever you want, and let's get through this pretty ambitious fall TBR. I'm going to break it up into sections, so let's just get right to it. And then there's also a few books that I do not currently have like physically. There's like maybe 5 that I don't have physically, but the rest I do have. So yeah, let's just get right into this because I feel like it's going to be kind of long, and I hope I'm not going to ramble too much, but we'll see. Okay. So cozy, love sparkling water. The first section that we are going to talk about today, I'm going to put this guy down, is going to be fantasy. So fantasy is a genre I don't normally read, but I feel like fall is a really good time to read fantasy books. So I don't have that many on my TBR, so I'll show you them. I'm probably not going to go through them like in detail of what they're about, but I will leave the links to all the books below so that way you can read at your leisure what these are about. So first two, I think I put this on my need to read by the end of the year in my mid-year freakout. It's For the Wolf and For the Throne. All I know is this sister's For the Wolf, this sister's For the Throne. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about this, but I do know that people love this duology. It's a duology, and that people say it's a lot like, well, somewhat like One Dark Window. I mean, obviously One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns is its own thing, like, but they say that these are very like atmospheric, spooky woods, you know, very fall coated, very like, you know, deep and dark, and yeah, I'm excited. So I want to try to read at least one, but if not both. So the next one is another duology, and I think I put this one also on my need to read by the end of the year, and these two are Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch. This is another duology that is obviously fantasy, and people love this duology as well. This one is, I think, about a witch hunter and like a witch, and they're like doing a kind of a cat and mouse type of game, but then they also like fall for each other. So this one's supposed to be pretty atmospheric as well, and I think it'd be perfect for the fall. So these two are also on my fall TBR. So speaking of One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, I have picked up The Night and the Moth, but I have specifically chosen to save it until the fall because I heard that it's giving the same exact vibes. I mean, not exactly, but the same vibes as One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. That same deep, foggy, you know, rich, mossy, damp earth, kind of spooky, you know, that type of, you know, kind of ominous vibe. But there's also a love story in here as well, and apparently there's a really funny, what is it? It's a gargoyle who is just like her companion, and I don't know. I guess it's supposed to, the gargoyle itself is supposed to be really, really funny. So yeah, I'm excited about this one as well. So the next section is going to, yeah, the books are all over here. You're going to be able to see some of them, but the next section is going to be, I guess like spooky, haunted happenings, we'll say. So the first one is episode 13 by Craig DeLuey. I know a little bit about this book. I know for sure that this has mixed media in it. Yep. There's some mixed media here. There's some text messages, but then I also saw something. Oh, yeah. I'm not even sure what this is. It's like a code or something. And, oh, yeah. This is crazy. There's like a chart in here. So there's some mixed media in here, which I love a book with mixed media in it. I don't know what that is about me. Something happens to my brain when mixed media comes into play. Like, it's like an instant 5-star for me. I'm like, I don't even care if the book is good. I'm like, mixed media, 5. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I know it's like a haunted house kind of vibe. And I do know that it is like, do you remember like American Horror Story? I might be dating myself, but American Horror Story Roanoke. It's kind of like this, where it's like a documentary of this haunted house. And then there's also like all this mixed media that's also a part of it. So I'm excited for it. I don't know. The reviews are very good. I know that they're kind of mixed. They're not the greatest reviews, but I want to read it anyways. The next one, the reviews are crazy on this one, as in crazy good. This is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I've read a few of his works, and I typically really, really like his work. He's got this quirky kind of vibe to his writing, which I love. So this one is about a slasher, and I haven't read a slasher in a while, and I'm really excited to read this because of like those like slasher 90s vibes, which he kind of does that. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one because it takes place at a summer camp vibes, and then it also is just, like I said, a typical kind of slasher. People start going missing and then turning up dead. So yeah, why not? Okay, so this next section is going to be, let's say, monsters and vampires. Okay, so the first one is My Vampire Plus One. This is by Jenna Levine. I haven't read this one yet. This one came out last year. It is, oh, I forgot this is a signed copy, which is exciting. I think this is Aardvark. Yeah, it is. This one is just a continuation of the first one. The first one was like, My Roommate is a Vampire. I read that one. I loved it. It was hysterical, laugh out loud funny. This one is, I think, a different storyline. So I really am excited to pick this one up. This one actually came out last year, so I'm like a year behind because a new one is coming out this October. But yeah, I'm excited. It's just about a vampire who, I don't know, is her plus one, and they like obviously meet, and then they start like having feelings for each other, and you know, all the rest is like basically history. But it just sounds like a silly, fun, good time, and I want to read it. So the next one is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I've read almost all of V.E. Schwab's like standalone books besides this one. This one has gotten a lot of hype. And I think it's for good reason, and I can't wait to find out why. But this is basically toxic lesbian vampires, and it's supposed to be like fire. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Okay, the next one is Monstrilio. This is by Gerardo Samano Cordova. And this one is basically a woman, her son dies. And so she starts like, I think, feeding this bat. I don't know. I think she starts feeding the bat like pieces of the sun. I don't know. I mean, I think so. I'm not sure. And then the bat starts becoming more and more like the sun or something. It's supposed to be very strange, very bizarre. People love this book. It's like always getting like 5 stars. But yeah, I'm excited to read it. It's not very long either, so I really want to prioritize this fall. So okay, so the next one is A Cosmology of Monsters by Sean Hamill. I don't know a lot about this at all, to be honest. And even the inside blurb is very vague. I don't know exactly what this is about. I do know that people really like this book and consistently give it like 4 and 5 stars. But it looks cool and it gets good reviews. So I want to try and read it and see what it's all about. Okay, and then the last in this section is, this one's a big boy, is Lost Gods. This is by Brom. I am obsessed with Brahm. I don't know what this is about. I have no idea, and I do not care because Brahm is it for me. Brahm is it for me. It's a pretty thick one, but I don't care. Like this is Davy and Billy right here. Just casually standing with fireflies and whatever. Oh, wow. I mean, what are we doing? I just can't with Brahm. I can't. It's just so good. Everything this person touches is just, I can't. Like everything he does is fire. So I have read Krampus by Brahm. I've read Slewfoot, which I recommend in another video. And I also have read, is that it? I thought I read one more. But yeah, I really want to read Lost Gods. So hopefully I get to it. This is an ambitious TBR. This is very ambitious. The next section is going to be like more haunted. I think I said haunted in the last one, but this is more like truly haunted and like spectral and kind of like maybe just spooky, but like funny, light spooky too. So this one is The Haunting. This one is by Natasha Preston. I don't know exactly what this is about. I think this is just about okay. So this is about a girl and I think her boyfriend's dad is a serial killer or was a serial killer. And she goes to the house maybe where they were killed or something and then realizes the house is haunted. I think something like that. But anyway, everything Natasha Preston writes, I read it because I like it. Most of these are YA. I think this is probably YA too. But I've read like all of Natasha Preston's books because I have so much fun with them. And they're usually really quick. And they're always like real extra. And why not? You know, that's fun. So then I have two like kind of like spooky, kooky, fun ones. And it is Haunt Your Heart Out. This one is by Amber Roberts. And then the other one is called Do Your Worst. And this one's by Rosie Dannon. I'm not sure what either one of these are about. But they looked cute. So I was like, whatever. I think this one is about a paranormal researcher. Or not researcher, but a paranormal, not investigator, but someone who like does paranormal TV shows. And like things start getting real. And then I think this one is about a curse that's put on a family, and then one of these people is like a researcher who like tries to break the curse or something. I don't know. They look cute. Both of them get pretty good reviews, and I think they both came out last year, and I just never got to them, so I want to get to them this year. Okay, now we're kind of moving on to like witches, and then I think I have like a werewolf one in here too. Okay, so the first one is The Fake Mate. This is by Lana Ferguson. I think this guy is a werewolf, and she randomly figures out that he's a werewolf when she sees him in the ER or something. I don't know. People like it. It's supposed to be really, really funny. It's supposed to be super spicy too. But it's supposed to be fun and funny and spicy, and I wanted to get to this last year. I never did, so I'd like to try and get to it this year. Okay, so the next one is The Witch Would Not. This one is by Olivia Atwater. She's the one who wrote the Heart of Soul or Heart of the Soul, that Fae series. It's like there's 3 of them. I actually haven't read them. I have them, but I haven't read them. But I do want to really prioritize this one. This one came out last year. I wanted to read it. I never got to it, and so I need to prioritize reading it this year. I don't know what this is about, and I don't care because I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I, of course, will be reading this one as well. So the next one is the first in a trilogy. It's called Small Town Big Magic. This is by Hazel Beck. I actually have all 3 of them, but I just pulled out one because I want to at least read the first one. I did get these for my birthday this year, so I'm not like super far behind, but I know these came out a while ago. I think they came out in like 2018 or something like that. No, 2022, so not even that long ago. But I know that this series, people really like the series a lot. It's pretty beloved. So don't really know what it's about. I do know it's like a coven, and it's super cozy, and it's kind of giving Gilmore Girl vibes, kind of, but like witchy. So yeah, I want to read it. So this one is The Invocations, and this one is by Crystal Sutherland. She is the one who wrote House of Hollow, and I did recommend that in another video. I don't know a lot about this. I do know it's witchy. I do know it's about a coven, like a girls' coven, and things happen in that coven, but I don't really know what it is. It got really good reviews. It came out last year. It got really good reviews, and I do need to read this book. So yeah, this is also on my TBR. See, it's not stopping. It's just going to keep going. It's crazy. The next one is this book. It's Rewitched. This one is by Lucy Jane Wood. I also want to read the new one that's coming out by her. I think it's called like I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Let's find it. Yep, it's called Uncharmed. So yeah, I want to read both of them, but I want to start with the first one that came out. But yeah, Rewitched, and the other one called Uncharmed is coming out this year. I would like to try and read one, if not both of them. But I know these are supposed to be cozy. I know they're supposed to be like Gilmore Girls, but witchy. And I just know they're supposed to be like a warm hug. So I wanna read these. And then the last one that I have physically is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. This one came out a couple years ago after the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I didn't get a chance to read this one, but I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore, and I would like to read this one this fall. It's supposed to be better than the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I guess. I don't know. So I think the storyline is supposed to be better. So yeah, this is another one that I want to read this fall. So now I have a few books that I don't physically own that I also want to prioritize. So let me get my list. Okay, so the next one that I need to read, I have to get to it, is The Possession of Alba Diaz. It's by, what is her name? It's by Isabella Cañas. I've read Isabel Cañas before. I love the writing style. I love how, like, it always feels very, like, old. Like, I don't know. It just feels very, like historical. I mean, in a way. But the writing is just really, really rich. And I just really enjoy that style of writing. So I do want to read it. It just came out, honestly. I think it came out, like, a couple weeks ago. I'm into it. I need to read it. The other one I want to read, I have an arc for. It's called It's Different This Time. It is a second chance romance. And it just looks really cozy. Like the pictures, like the front cover is just such a cozy, like, fall day. I definitely want to read that one as well. Another one that I am so excited for is Soul Searching by Lila Sage. She's the one who did all of the Rebel Ranch series. I loved that series. I own that series. I'm obsessed with Lila Sage, so I can't wait to see what she's going to do with this new series, because this is the first book in a new series. So I'm excited about that one. The next one is going to be I think Brigands and Bread Knives. Yes. That one is the second, technically it's the third book in the Travis Baldree Legends and Lattes series, but it's technically the second book because the second book that he wrote was the prequel. So anyway, long story short, it's book number 3, but in the storyline it's book number 2. But anyway, they're cozy, they're fun, and I just really want to read it. Oh, another one I really want to read, and I think it might still be on Kindle Unlimited, is Our Infinite Fates. It's supposed to be spectacular. It is about 2 people who have to, like, continuously kill each other in every life that they live in. And that just sounds wild and also fun. Another arc that I received that I am so shocked that I was able to receive was Falling Like Leaves. That is, I think, like another second chance romance. This one might be the YA one, to be honest. They both kind of look the same. They both have full-on peak fall vibes on the covers. So I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. So it's different this time. Looks like this. Okay. And then there's another one. It's called Falling Like Leaves. And I think this one is or I guess it's new adult. But yeah, I'm excited. I guess it's supposed to be giving Gilmore Girls vibes. The same with the other one too. It's supposed to be, again, like kind of Gilmore Girls vibes. And then there's one more that's kind of supposed to be giving Gilmore Girls vibes too. They all three have like kind of the same cover. And that one looks like this. And then there's one more that I did not get the ARC for, which I was so upset. I was like, oh, what? Why? But I asked for it, and they were like, no, girl. You don't get that. And I was like, oh. It's called If It Makes You Happy. And this one is like another cozy kind of fall book that I would like to read also. And I think they're all supposed to be cozy, fall, and Gilmore Girls vibes. But that's why I keep getting them mixed up, because they all look kind of the same. They all have that like autumn cover with a man, a man and a woman. And, it's just all looks kind of the same. So those three I definitely want to read as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I am so glad that you were here to watch my slightly unhinged, because I'm not going to get to all these books, but I fingers crossed, but slightly unhinged TBR for the fall. I want to know what you are really looking forward to this fall, and what you're really, really excited to read this fall. Please put any recommendations you have for me down below, and anything else that you would like to share, and I will see you in the next one. Happy fall, you guys. I'll see you. Bye.